The idea here is to lower the bar of entry and make it easy for your customers to accept your documents. That's goal number one. Goal number two is to manage expectations. We're doing both. You want to manage expectations of your customers, and you want to make it easy for them to accept your documents. So, we already discussed lowering the bar of entry and making it easy for them to accept, because we've talked about the fact that we're going to take this MSA, put it on its own, separate it from the services. Thereby, we're not sending them a quote or a statement of work that's 30 pages long with legal and reality. So we're lowering the bar, we're making it easy for them to accept. And by the way, I would recommend that those MSAs get posted on a MSP's website, and then they are clearly, unequivocally, and unquestionably referenced at the beginning of the quote. This quote is governed under the terms of our MSA located here. By accepting this quote, you accept our MSA, and if you cannot access it or do not agree, do not sign this quote. Okay? So right away, we've now brought in the power and the governing part of the quote, of the MSA, but we're not including it in the quote. That's going to lower the bar of entry. Now, how do we manage expectations? Right? I have come up with a solution that I think every MSP rather, should be following. And it manages expectations while keeping the bar of entry low. The short version of it is that I think that every MSP should consider having a services guide akin to a user manual. The fact is that the services that MSPs provide are static, meaning the services they're receiving from upstream providers don't change very often. They are what they are. If you have a security stack from a series of upstream vendors, and I open up an MSP and I use the same vendors, it's the same service. I might charge differently, I might have different customers, but it's the same service. So that's good because it means that you can start to describe these services in a user manual. They're not going to change. And the concept is that the user manual will explain what you're doing and how you're doing it. Your quote that you send out now begins with, this quote is governed under the terms of our MSA located here, www.whatever.com/MSA. The services in this quote are described and governed in our service manual, located at www.whatever.com/manual. By accepting this quote, you accept our MSA and our manual, or guide. If you have any questions or you can't access those documents, don't sign this quote. Instead, call us. Now we're going to tell you what you're going to get. Boom, boom, boom. What we've done is we have now lowered the bar of entry because customers only have to read the quote. Will they read the MSA? Don't know. Don't care. As long as they know that it exists and they have the option to read it, whether they actually read it or not, is not my concern. The same way that all of your listeners install software all the time and just simply click that end user license agreement without reading it. Doesn't mean it's not enforceable. It meant you didn't read it. Well, same concept applies here. As long as they know the MSA is out there, great. And now you're going to give them a user manual. So if they actually have a question about something that's in the quote, they're going to read that manual and they're going to say, oh, now I get it. Right? It says the Brad Gross Security Awareness Program. What does that mean? That's what it says in my quote. Let me look in the manual. The manual says, if you are choosing the Brad Gross Security Awareness Program, here's what you get. Boom, boom, boom. That is how you manage expectations while keeping the bar of entry low. That's what I think every MSP should be doing.